Yeah. So somebody asked me about recording. What are the things to record at work? In the care facility, there is this saying that says, when you do not record it, it never happened. Let's take out the fact that some people cheat at work. It is everywhere. They don't do something, but they will record that thing have been done. It is fine. Let everybody that wants to cut corners cut corners. One day you will be caught in your wrong practices and you have to answer for it. But in the care facility, be it hospital, nursing home, residential home, whatever you have done for a resident or a patient, whatever they have done, whatever you have done for them, whatever they want to do, you have to record it. Did it happen? Yes, record. Otherwise, it never happened. Do they want to do this? Yes. Did they do it? No. Record. Otherwise, we would know they wanted to do, but they didn't. So things to record are: one, personal care, food intake, fluid intake, continence, whether they went to toilet or not, whether they wee or not, activities, did they participate in activity? I've said food intake, whether they eat or not, fluid intake, whether they drink or not, what quantity did they drink? Talking about food intake, what did they eat? They had, what quantity do they have? Personal care, did they have wash, shower, bath? Toileting, did you assist them to toilet? Hoisting, did you hoist them out from the bed to the chair? Did you hoist them from the chair to the bed? Did they go out? Did their family member visited? Did they speak with anybody on the phone? Did district nurse visit them? Was any wound treated or dressed? Whatever, every activity that happens during your time of shift, you have to record. Now, at the end of the day, there is what we call handover. I want to believe that every care home or care facility now use what we call PCS device, that is phone, because that is what we use in mine. That will help you to, minimize how much you write with your hand. Now, at the end of the day, we do what is called handover. Because you have been recording from morning, from 8 o'clock that you started your shift till 8 o'clock in the night, or what, 8 to 8, depends on from when you start your shift to the end of your shift, you have to do what is called handover. Now, in that handover, you may not need to start writing in the morning. They had shower, you cream their body, they had cornflakes, they have this one. No, you may not need to start putting those ones again, because why? During the day or during the night, you detailed everything one by one. You click the right icon one by one. Now, for your handover, you start. What was the first thing you do? At the time of my shift, or at the start of my shift, Mr. A was awake in bed. Mr. A was asleep in bed. What is their state of sleep? Are they awake or asleep? You have to state he or she was offered personal care. Skin integrity was checked. Seems intact. If it's not intact, you have to state what you have there. He or she was helped get into the dining room, or they stayed in their room. They had their meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner was served to them. They ate very well, or they did not, you have to state. They participated in activity. Family member visited, district nurse visited. They spoke with their mom, or they spoke with a family member over the phone. Bowel movement was observed or not. You have to put it there. If they refuse food, had breakfast, refused lunch, had supper, just bullet point of everything that had happened for that day. Now, for you to close it at the end, please, if you had assisted the person to toilet, change their continence support and put them in bed, please put it at the end, so that you know that at the end of your shift, that this was the last thing you did for them, and this is the location where they are. Why am I telling you this? I have a story to tell you, a situation whereby a staff put a resident to bed and went home. The next morning they said they found the resident in the dining on the floor with blood. So they had a fall. How did it happen? How was she able to prove it? Because in her handover she stated that she put this resident in bed, changed their clothes, put them in bed, they are sleeping, and she's home. So it could be that the night staff did not get up to the unit on time. It could be they were, maybe in the staff room or whatever. So this resident was able to stand up from her room, go to the dining. We can't say, you can't say if another resident pushed them. You can't say if they, you can't say what happened, but they found the resident on the floor. So the night staff were trying to push the blame to that day staff, but the day staff had already covered her back. So the question now is, what time did you check on this resident? And thank God, because of PCS, when you are using PCS, whatever time you do anything for a resident and put it in the device, that time is recorded. So at what time did you do your check? That was how they find out they didn't go up to the unit. They went up to the unit around 10 and they left their resident unsupervised. But if this staff did not record, at the end or at the moment of writing this handover, that this person is in this position, how will she be able to prove that she did not leave that resident in the dining room where they had the fall? So recording and handover is very, very important. I hope this video will help you to understand what you should record or what is needed. Almost everything you have to record. And at the time you are going home, please, if you are stopping at 8 o'clock, 7:45, do your handover in such a way that maybe 10 or 5 minutes before you leave the unit, go around again, check on the resident and be sure. Even after handover, you go around, you find out that the resident you put in bed is in the toilet. You have to record again, check this resident is in the toilet for your own safety. All right.